So I want to touch really quick on just an idea that kind of popped into my head this morning about delivering value and how you get to a point where you're delivering more value to a client. When you're shooting an event, it's really easy to hyper focus on social because that's the most immediate and most visible place that your work is used, right? But when you're scoping out the work, when you're first talking to the client, make sure that you are, inquiring about all the other stakeholders in the organization. And I tend to focus on event organizers, but a lot of this holds true for any organization, whether it's a team or a brand or whatever. Make sure you're asking about what broadcast needs. Make sure you're asking about what PR needs. Make sure you're asking about marketing, sales, art and content. All of these have different needs, even if it's as simple as like file formats or something like that, because a lot of the time their needs do overlap. A lot of the times what they're asking for is, oh, we just want the big winning moment. Fine, you're going to get that anyway. But try to take whatever time you can to really talk to these stakeholders. Ask sales, like, what is your hook when you are pitching an event to sponsors or investors? Ask marketing, like, where are you advertising? What are your needs? Like, what are your pain points with the images that you have right now? Sometimes, certain images are framed in ways that they can't be cropped into like web ads or what have you. Everything like really fills the frame and there's no space for text, and they have to like, paint new space around the images. That instead of all these people having to go in and kind of pick through what you gave to social, they're getting stuff that was made for them. And if you can do that, you're elevating yourself kind of to a collaborator, where instead of them having to go and pick through what you've delivered just kind of blindly, you're meeting their needs very specifically. And people remember that. People remember someone who makes their lives easier and makes their work better. And if you're taking the time ahead of time, you can do that very easily.